When you pick up a bottle of Pepsi and take that first sip, your entire body begins a journey. From the outside, you look the same, but inside, every organ is about to respond to what you just consumed. The dark, carbonated liquid travels down your esophagus and lands directly in your stomach. The stomach walls begin to react immediately, gastric acid mixes with the phosphoric acid from Pepsi, and the digestion process begins. Within minutes, the small intestine takes over. Sugar molecules and caffeine particles are absorbed through millions of tiny villi, passing directly into your bloodstream, ready to be delivered across your body. Your circulatory system now carries these compounds everywhere, to your brain, your muscles, your heart. The glowing pathways you see represent the real-time journey of sugar and caffeine through your body. The caffeine reaches your brain first. It blocks adenosine receptors, the chemicals that make you feel sleepy, and your neurons begin firing faster. You feel alert, focused, and awake. Glucose from Pepsi enters your muscle fibers, providing a quick burst of energy. Your muscles feel temporarily powered up, ready for short-term physical activity. The carbonation from Pepsi stimulates movement inside your gut. The intestinal lining responds to the bubbles, creating mild digestive activity, sometimes felt as bloating or a feeling of fullness. At this point, roughly 30 to 45 minutes after drinking, your body is at peak stimulation. Sugar and caffeine together create a strong short-term energy wave felt throughout the entire body. Your white blood cells continue their patrol. While Pepsi does not directly boost immunity, the body's systems remain active, working hard to process and filter the artificial compounds being introduced. Here is where concern begins. The phosphoric acid in Pepsi interacts with calcium in your bones. Over time and with excessive consumption, this can interfere with calcium absorption, weakening bone density. Your heart rate has increased. Caffeine stimulates the cardiovascular system, causing the heart to pump faster. Blood pressure may rise slightly, a normal short. Hello, everyone. My name is Pepsi, and yes, I'm talking to you today directly from inside this bottle. I have been sitting on this shelf, cold and fizzing, waiting for the right moment to tell you my story. People grab me every single day, from convenience stores, from refrigerators, from vending machines, from restaurant tables, but very few of them truly understand what I am, what I do inside their bodies, and what happens when they have too much of me. So today, I'm going to tell you everything. The good, the great, and the not so great. I believe you deserve to know the full truth about me, because I am not just a drink. I am a chemical experience that your entire body responds to the moment I touch your lips. Let me start by introducing myself properly. I am bottled Pepsi, a carbonated soft drink made primarily of carbonated water, high fructose corn syrup or sugar, caramel color, phosphoric acid, natural flavors, and caffeine. I come in a sealed plastic or glass bottle, kept cold and pressurized so that my carbonation stays perfectly intact until the moment you open me. That satisfying pop and hiss you hear when you unscrew my cap. That is the sound of me releasing pressure, carbon dioxide gas escaping into the air while the rest of it stays dissolved in my liquid, ready to create that signature fizzing sensation on your tongue. I have been around since 1893, created by a pharmacist named Caleb Bradham in North Carolina, USA. Over more than a century, I have become one of the most recognized drinks on the entire planet. Billions of bottles of me are consumed every single year across every country and culture. I am a global icon. But today, I want to go beyond the brand, beyond the logo, beyond the marketing campaigns, and talk to you from the inside. The second you open my bottle and take that first sip, something incredible begins. My cold, dark, fizzing liquid travels across your taste buds, triggering an immediate sensation of sweetness followed by a sharp, slightly acidic bite. That combination is intentional. The sugar hits your reward centers in the brain almost immediately, releasing a small wave of dopamine, the chemical that makes you feel pleasure. That is why that first sip always feels so satisfying. You are not imagining it. I am genuinely triggering a chemical response in your brain from the very first second. From your mouth, I travel down your esophagus, the tube connecting your throat to your stomach, and I arrive in your stomach within seconds. Here, your stomach recognizes me as a foreign substance and begins producing gastric acid to start breaking me down. My phosphoric acid mixes with your stomach's natural hydrochloric acid, and digestion begins. The carbonation causes slight expansion in the stomach, which is why you often feel a gentle fullness or the urge to burp after drinking me. That burp. That is just the carbon dioxide escaping from your stomach, completely normal and harmless in small amounts. Now, I want to be honest with you, I do have real benefits, especially when consumed in moderation. Let me walk you through them one by one, because I'm proud of what I can do for you when you treat me right. First and most importantly, I give you energy. My combination of sugar and caffeine creates one of the most effective short-term energy boosts available in a single drink. Within 20 to 30 minutes of drinking me, the sugar enters your bloodstream and your glucose levels rise. This glucose travels directly to your brain and muscles, fueling them with immediate energy. You feel sharper, more awake, more capable. If you are someone who needs a quick energy lift before a meeting, a workout, or a long drive, I can genuinely help you in that moment. Second, my caffeine content sharpens your mental focus. I contain approximately 38 milligrams of caffeine per 355 milliliters serving. This caffeine works by blocking adenosine, a chemical in your brain that builds up throughout the day and makes you feel sleepy. When adenosine is blocked, your neurons fire more rapidly, your reaction time improves, and your concentration increases. Students, professionals, athletes, they all experience this benefit when they consume me in the right amount. Third, I provide a mood boost. This is real and scientifically supported. The dopamine released when you taste my sweetness creates a genuine sense of pleasure and reward. On a tough day, cracking open a cold bottle of me and taking that first sip can shift your mood in a measurable way. That emotional comfort is not something to dismiss, it is a real psychological benefit. Fourth, I help with nausea in small amounts. The carbonation in me has been known to settle upset stomachs in mild cases. The gentle fizzing can soothe the gut in situations of mild nausea, making me a go-to drink for some people when they are feeling slightly unwell. This is why flat cola drinks have sometimes been recommended for upset stomachs. The carbonation effect is genuinely calming in small doses. Fifth, I provide hydration. Yes, I know people debate this, but the truth is that I am primarily water, and drinking me does contribute to your daily fluid intake. While I am not a substitute for plain water, I do hydrate your body to a meaningful degree, especially when you are active and need fluids quickly. Let me describe to you in detail what my energy actually feels like inside your body, because this is what people love most about me. Within the first 10 minutes of drinking me, the sugar hits your bloodstream and you experience a warm, spreading sensation of alertness. Your eyes feel more open. Your thoughts feel faster. Within 20 minutes, the caffeine kicks in fully, and now your brain is running on both sugar fuel and caffeine stimulation simultaneously. This is what people describe as the Pepsi rush. Your heart beats slightly faster. Your breathing feels a little easier. Your muscles feel ready. You feel genuinely capable and energized. By 30 to 45 minutes, you are at peak stimulation. This is the window where I am most useful to you. Study during this window, exercise during this window, tackle your hardest task during this window. I have powered countless exam sessions, late-night work shifts, early morning commutes, and gym workouts. I take real pride in that. The energy I deliver is fast, real, and noticeable. It is not imaginary. It is biochemistry, and when used wisely, it is genuinely helpful. Now, and I say this with complete honesty because I care about you, too much of me causes serious harm. I would be doing you a disservice if I only talked about my benefits. The truth is that I'm designed to be consumed occasionally and in moderation. When people drink me every single day, multiple times a day, over months and years, the damage becomes real and significant. The first harm is to your blood sugar and metabolic health. Every bottle of me contains a very high amount of sugar, approximately 41 grams in a standard 355 milliliters bottle. That is more than the entire recommended daily sugar intake for an adult. When you drink me regularly, your blood sugar spikes dramatically every single time. Your pancreas responds by releasing large amounts of insulin to manage the glucose. Over time, this repeated cycle exhausts your insulin response, increasing your risk of type 2 diabetes, insulin resistance, and metabolic syndrome. This is one of the most serious long-term harms I can cause, and I need you to understand it clearly. The second harm is to your teeth. My combination of sugar and phosphoric acid is extremely damaging to tooth enamel. The acid erodes the protective outer layer of your teeth over time, and the sugar feeds bacteria in your mouth that produce additional acid. Regular Pepsi consumption is directly linked to increased tooth decay, cavities, and enamel erosion. Dentists across the world consistently identify carbonated soft drinks as one of the leading causes of dental damage. The third harm is to your bones. The phosphoric acid in me interferes with calcium absorption in your body. Calcium is essential for maintaining strong, dense bones. When phosphoric acid is consistently present in large amounts, it competes with calcium and reduces the amount your bones can absorb. Long-term excessive consumption of me has been linked to decreased bone mineral density, increasing the risk of fractures and osteoporosis, particularly in women. The fourth harm is to your stomach and digestive system. While bicarbonation is gentle in small doses, excessive consumption causes chronic irritation of the stomach lining. The acid content inflames the mucosa, the protective inner layer of the stomach, and over time can contribute to acid reflux, gastritis, and in extreme cases, stomach ulcers. People who drink me multiple times daily often suffer from chronic bloating, indigestion, and heartburn. The fifth harm is to your heart and blood pressure. Caffeine, when consumed in excess, consistently elevates blood pressure and increases heart rate. Over years of heavy consumption, this sustained cardiovascular stimulation increases the risk of hypertension, high blood pressure, which is itself a major risk factor for heart disease and stroke. This is a serious long-term consequence that many people do not connect back to their daily soda habit. The sixth harm is weight gain and obesity. I contain significant calories with zero nutritional value. These are what scientists call empty calories. They contribute directly to your daily caloric intake without providing any vitamins, minerals, protein, or fiber in return. People who drink me daily, without reducing their food intake elsewhere, consistently gain weight over time. This weight gain compounds all the other health risks I have already described: diabetes, heart disease, joint problems, and more. The seventh harm is addiction and dependency. I contain both sugar and caffeine, two substances that create real psychological and physiological dependency. People who drink me daily often find that they cannot function normally without me. They experience headaches, irritability, fatigue, and difficulty concentrating when they go without me. This dependency is real, it is not weakness, it is chemistry. And it is something I feel genuine responsibility to warn you about, so here I am, bottled Pepsi, having told you everything. I am not your enemy. I am not poison. I am a drink that has brought joy, energy, refreshment, and comfort to billions of people across more than a century. I am delicious. I am real. I deliver genuine benefits when you treat me with respect. But I am also powerful. And power, used without wisdom, causes harm. I am not meant to be your water. I am not meant to replace your meals. I am not meant to be in your hand every hour of every day. I am meant to be a treat, a reward, an occasional boost, a celebration drink, a companion on a hot afternoon or a long road trip. Drink me wisely. Enjoy me fully in those moments. And then put me down and take care of your body with the water, the nutrition, and the rest it truly deserves. I am bottled Pepsi. And I wanted you to know the truth, because you deserve nothing less.